I think this is my biggest book haul yet. I'm shocked. Hoi hoi! It's louisity again, and for this video I'm going to be doing something that I haven't done in a while, and that is, of course, a book haul. Hoorah! So, I haven't been filming a book haul because you know, folks, that I'm a picky collector. I mean, I don't like putting a lot of stuff in my shelves. I want to make sure that they stay, and can't afford buying books. And I don't have an accessible library, as well as, yes, I can only borrow books from a few folks. But anyway, here's another book haul after a long while. So this book haul comprises of books that I bought personally since December. Some of them were gifts, and some of these are from Big Bad Wolf Book Sale 2020, and if you folks have seen my vlog, well, that's great. If not, I'm gonna link it down below so you won't miss it. So, without further ado, let's begin. So let us begin with the books that I personally bought. Now I have different reasons in why I decided to buy these books, even if they're not on sale or I don't have any form of gift card. Now I'm going to begin with The Blood of Olympus, which is the 5th book, and of course the final book in the Heroes of Olympus series. I haven't read House of Hades yet, but I decided to buy this one because the 10th anniversary edition of the Heroes of Olympus series are out, and I had this sort of fear that the original covers or the first edition covers are not going to be out anymore in bookstores. So when I saw this, I decided to grab the opportunity to buy it, even if I know it will cost me some. But anyway, I mean, the risk of not making my collection of the Heroes of Olympus match versus buying something at full price. So yeah, I decided to go for it and seize the opportunity. And then I bought The Longest Ride by Nicholas Sparks. Now, you folks, if you've been watching my channel, I'm a fan of Nicholas Sparks, and I mentioned in the BookTube color tag that I feel like I lack books that have brown covers, and brown happens to be my favorite color. You know, it reminds me a lot of chocolate, and I've been eyeing this in a while, for a while in the bookstore near our office, and I've been seeing this and I was like, okay, I gotta buy it when I'm ready to buy it. And guess what? I decided to buy it. So no surprise with that one. Hoorah! And I'm hoping to enjoy this one. And this happens to be my favorite cover with the cowboy boots, matches everything. Brown, brown, brown. Hoorah! So the next books would be Christmas gifts. Now, I didn't really expect that I would actually get books as Christmas gifts. Now the thing is, at our work, we have this, Kris Kringle thing, Monito, Monita, Monit X, if that's what you're gonna call it. Now, for our first prompt, we had to give a gift to your Monito, Monita, Monit X, whatever you want to call it, or call them, I should say. A gift that starts with, the first letter of their first name. So, of course, louisity, Louis, that starts with the letter L. Now, folks, just to let you know, the word book in Filipino, or even in Spanish, I believe, is libro. So I got books. So I'd like to thank my colleague Badge for getting me Dial 999 by Les or Lay Pringle. I am thinking that, since this isn't a name that is common for me, probably it has a different pronunciation. Probably, language, kind of like the complexity or the interesting thing about them. And she also gave me Shadows of the Workhouse by Jennifer Worth. Now, thank you so much for buying these for me, and I'm looking forward to read them. Thank you so much again, Badge. Now, my colleague, Janelle, now she bought me a fully booked gift card, which I'm super happy because that's like my wish list. It's been a while since I've been involved in an exchange gift thing because, yeah, life. Anyway, so I'm super happy that I got a gift card because it's a way for me not only to kind of like choose or determine which book I will buy, but I just love the fact of like having a shopping experience with, you know, books. So she bought me the gift card, and I was actually contemplating on which book I'll buy, but I decided to buy Cricket Kingdom by, of course, a very known author in the bookish community, offline or online, Lee Bardugo. Although I find it interestingly that I don't see this much in National Bookstore. But anyway, I got this. I know that this might not be the last book because I think there are plans to expand the Six of Crows series, but for now at least I would say that I've completed it. I haven't read Six of Crows yet. Ooh. Am I falling into the booktube hole of like purchasing or enlarging your to-read pile? Well, don't worry folks, I think I'm going to be putting myself in the book buying ban until my birthday, which I think is going to be on May, or until Manila International Book Fair, which is most likely going to be on September. I can do it folks. I have a huge shelf control. But anyway, going back to this, you know, I decided I might as well just like buy the complete series for now and, you know, just go for it. And also, like for this one, what you call this? I haven't read the Grisha trilogy yet, you know, because I read somewhere that you don't have to, and whatever it is that I'm going to be experiencing and reading Six of Crows or Cricket Kingdom, I think I'm up for it, and who knows, I might read the Grisha trilogy, you know, sooner. Hoorah! For more brown covers, hoorah! And now it's time for the main part of this book haul, which would be the books that I bought from the Big Bad Wolf book sale. Now, the ranges of the prices that I bought would be between 190 to 230 pesos, so that is, I think, about like 3 point something to like $4. Anyway, I think that's quite reasonable, and I'm going to be telling you quickly because there's quite a lot that I bought, and I think this is the most that I bought in like one shopping or in like one location or in like in a day. I think the most number that I bought would be in the Manila International Book Fair, wherein I bought like 5 books, you know, during those days. But this one I bought a total of 7. So I'm going to be starting with The Isle of the Lost by Melissa Dela Cruz, which is like the Descendants kind of like novel, I believe. Now, the thing is, I wasn't supposed to like buy a specific series anytime soon. This wasn't a series that I'm like fully in the radar of like buying, but I felt like it's an opportunity that I can't miss, and I'm also considering of like reading this one, you know, so I decided to just like go for it. The next one would be I Believe in a Thing Called Love, which I think is about to be turned into a movie or a TV series, which I'm happy that I already got a hold of this book. You know, it's been kind of like every now and then I would see this book like in bookstores. It would be sold at a very cheap price, and I would be like, let me think if I'm going to be buying it. But, you know, fate brought us together, I would say. And I'm going to be showing you a couple of books by another, like, I would say staple author for me, like kind of like an author that I would read her books. I'm talking about Danielle Steele. So I decided to buy Sisters and The Promise. Now, The Promise is the second book that Danielle Steele ever wrote. Okay, so got her sophomore, you know, output here, and I have here Sisters. This is a book that ever since I was in college, I've been kind of like, you know, looking forward to like read. It was in my library, but for some reason I can't borrow it. I don't know. Folks keep on hiding books. But it's pretty great that I finally got a hold of them. Hurrah! And the last pilot I'm showing you is a mix of adult and like young, what you call this, young adult. Well, so I bought Eleanor and Park. Now, this is the first book that Rainbow Rowell wrote that I'm going to be reading. I haven't read any of her books. And honestly, because I've been seeing this a lot in the bookish community, I was so curious about how am I going to be, feeling about it. I have, heard different, views, comments about it. I'm definitely curious about how I'm going to find it because I know a lot of folks here, the folks that I know, here in the Philippines really enjoyed this one. Oops. Just checking again the copy. I don't think I got the best copy, but it's okay. I got it the last price anyway. And the next one would be Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. Now, this one is something that's kind of like in my radar. I've definitely been curious about reading this. As usual, mixed reviews, what's new in the bookish community. We have different opinions, so let's see where I'm going to be sitting, or where I'm going to be standing in terms of like how I'm going to feel about this book. Oh, by the way, regarding the pronunciation of her last name, I hear a lot in the Western Hemisphere say Ing, but as far as we Filipinos say it, and as think how some Chinese would say it, it's Nung, like NG, like Nung. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? And I also bought Sing Unburied Sing by Jasmine Ward. Now, this is a book that I've been seeing also a lot in BookTube, so I decided to pick myself a copy because I think it's going to be an interesting read. So, during the Big Bad Wolf sale, I decided to just not create a list because I feel like the list would just inhibit me and buying books. Well, it's just kind of a good thing, but I feel like, if I'm going to be going there and not buy anything, I feel like I would have spent more than save. So I decided to kind of do a little bit of a bulk thing and just go for whatever that you think that your gut feel goes to. But of course I still was able to control myself because if I can't, probably I bought the entire store. And just some information, yes, they are sorted according to their categories, but the thing about Big Bad Wolf sale is that it's not alphabetically arranged, so you would really need to take your time in searching for the books. I think this is my biggest book haul yet. I think I have here a dozen books. I'm shocked. So these are the books that I bought, recently, well, probably in the last couple of months, I would say, if I do the math correctly. So feel free to comment down below what you thought of these books, if you have read them or if these are in your radar as well. So folks, I guess that's about it. If you folks like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also click that subscribe button and hit that little bell icon somewhere down there to keep yourselves posted about my videos. And I'll also be putting down the links and my social media handles, so feel free to check me out and follow me there as well. As always, thank you super much for watching. Let us continue seeking for wisdom and unleash the reader in you. Bye y'all.